فعند
You know, when I started my journey with the Quran, I was studying in Saudi. The sheikh who was with us, I remember in the first lecture, and he used to say, when you open the book of Allah, and when you are reading it, don't just open it up. And he literally made us do this. He said, open up the Quran. I want you to put your finger on the Quran. Don't read anything. Just say this to yourself. هذا كلام ربي. This is the words of my Lord. We don't feel this way when we open the Quran. No. The Quran is somewhere there on the shelf. When someone dies, or it's Ramadan, we pick it up. Even when I am a hafiz and I'm reviewing, I'm focusing on, did I do the wow, the fa, the word? So the same thing, let's dive deep into things.
Alright guys, this is a great way to increase your knowledge in Islam. So me and my sister's done a little raffle with different topics inside it. And then what we do is, whatever topic we get, we do research on it. And then usually you can add in quizzes or do whatever you want really with the research. And then at night you present your research to the family.
This is what we were given for iftar at Masjid Nabawi. Zamzam water, bread, Madeline, dates, yogurt, my own eye to a date.
Every time I go to like a sutsari, they're all drinking. At first I was pressured because I thought like, if I don't drink, will that make me like, not be able to like be friends with them? Like, will I be left out? But like once I said it, they actually respected me and it wasn't like a barrier. Like ajumas, they'll come up to me, oh, you don't have to wear this in Korea. I'm like, oh, I'm not wearing this because I was forced to. I want to, that's why I'm wearing it.
ولا يهب على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين.
Lanjut.
فلينظر الإنسان إلى طعامه أنا صببنا الماء صبا.
Lanjut.
يوم يفر المرء من أخيه وأمه وأبيه. فلا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس. ولا يهب على طعام المسكين.
Have you ever been in a situation where you're like, I need the truth. I need the truth from this person. I need the truth from this situation. Let me share with you a dua that has saved me every single time. This dua has changed my life.
Girls who need to go green say it for cute and cheaper bias. Breaking your fast as a server be like. The sneaky one. The thirsty one. The hungry one.
Ramadan Trivia Day 13.
What was the first word that was revealed in the Quran?
It's an easy one. It came from Surah Al-Alaq, and the first word was Iqra.
Good job. What was the first month of the Islamic calendar?
December.
What is the first month in the Islamic calendar?
Ramadan.
No. What is the first month in the Islamic calendar?
Muharram.
Good job. What is the old name of Medina? Yeah, good job. What was the name of Prophet Musa's brother who was also a prophet?
Harun.
Good job. Is it Ramadan? Good job. Who will be the first person to enter Jannah?
Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Good job, good job. What was the 19th surah in the Quran?
Maryuma.
Your question is, Happy birthday to you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
لعلكم تتقون محمود خليل الحصري الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا والسماء سعد الغامدي الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا والسماء بناء عبد الرحمن السديس الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا اللغة الروسية
I think it's time someone says something about this trend. It's really bugging me how this song is now about girls taking off their hijab. And yes, I know not all girls are going to agree with what I'm gonna say, but I'm still gonna say it. Removing your hijab does not make you a bad bitch. There, I said it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to take away from your abuse or the neglect or the oppression that you experienced in your household or with your husband or who it may be. I'm just saying that this is so damaging to the hijabi women and to the Muslim community because you're painting a really bad picture. I'm with you, girl, but this trend is not it. All I'm trying to say is that you're adding to the narrative that Muslim women are oppressed and that the Muslim religion is oppressing when it's not. You know, it's already a struggle being a Muslim hijabi woman in society, and you're just making things more difficult for us. Just remember, girls, removing your hijab does not determine your confidence.
My dad acting like an auntie to prank my grandma.
Can I see?
Here we go.
I don't even know how to put a hijab on. Because he has no support under it and he's bald.
She was so confused. She said, "Is this Joji?"
So I'm standing outside of my house with my kids and this guy walks by and looks at me and goes, "Fucking terrorist." I'm like, what? Thank God I didn't respond, but I was pretty stunned. I mean, like, nobody in LA says that. It took me a few weeks to realize that the guy who'd called me that was the same guy who'd been living in his car outside of our house since we've moved in. Comes in the morning, he's gone by that evening, and so I would just awkwardly avoid him as I'd leave my home, where we spend a lot of time outside. So then I had Kanafa Queens on my podcast, and Fatima was talking about how when she lived in Missouri, people were so racist to her family. They are Palestinians, and how her parents cooked for her neighbors and actually won so much of their love and trust that by the time they left Missouri, the neighbors were crying about it. So I was like, why not? Let me give it a shot. So I walk outside and I hand him a bag of food after like 2 weeks of being super awkward. Guys, the next morning, I find this at my door. Just pause and read this, and this is a lesson to myself and to everybody that you can never guess what somebody's going through.